Buongiorno, this is Connor, and welcome to Applaud the mod. Today I will be having a look at another Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption mod by the name of Old Republic at War. And this is set around the Old Republic era, as it says in the title, obviously. And if you're familiar with Knights of the Old Republic or the MMO Star Wars The Old Republic, then you'll be pretty familiar with quite a few of these ships. You might have seen them in the games. And this is whenever the Sith and the Republic were running rampant and fighting each other, and the Mandalorians were involved as well in a big way. So we'll talk a little bit about the mod before I jump into a battle to showcase some of the units. This mod does not have Galactic Conquest, and it does not have a campaign, and it won't have. It also does not have ground combat. Now, I'm not too hurt by the fact that it doesn't have ground combat, because anyone who's played this will know that the ground combat is absolutely horrendous and boring, and like I've said before, the infantry run like Lego men and they get stuck and it's just boring as hell. So all that's available so far is skirmish mode, space skirmish. But you have three factions to play as. So you have the Sith Empire, the Galactic Republic, and the Mandalorians, and each have their own strengths and weaknesses. And I jump into a battle as the Sith fighting the Republic in a minute, but first, the default maps, you don't use them. You use the maps that have been created specifically for this mod. Okay? So I'm going to have a battle on Applaud, which is the sort of shipbuilding world for the Empire. And I'll do a quick battle because the AI in this game is really, really good. And even on normal, you get yourself into a bit of a tight situation in fights. And that's actually quite different from most Empire at War mods, because a lot of the big ones don't have, a lot of the popular mods, the AI seems to be a little bit retarded and it doesn't really do much. It would sit at the space station or the base and not do anything. But in this, they actually are incredibly aggressive. In fact, I'll just put it up to normal fight, or normal game, just to show you how good they are. And yeah, I just started up. And I haven't had any crashes whatsoever. Usually on a mod for Empire at War, if you're going to have a crash, it will be on the loading screen before a battle. So here we are.
Yes, Commander.
Got my 4 default
deploying squadron.
Sith fighter squadrons that are garrisoned for the inside the space station.
Asteroids
now, all I'm going to do now is go and take over these mining facilities so I can get a better income.
Upgrade
my space station.
TIE interceptor.
And let's just have a look at these fighters. Really, really nice models. And the thing camera will not let me get around. Oh, there we go. So if you have played Knights of the Republic and you've been in the Ebon Hawk where you're in the little turret scenario, these are so fucking annoying. And you'll have shut down quite a few of these. Right, got it. And there's Republic fighters already on their way here. Auric TSF squadrons. I don't have a clue about them. I'm more interested in Sith than any other faction.
At your command.
So I've got my space station upgrading. I get a little, is it a Corvette? Yeah, I'll get a Cater Corvette to deal with the fighter squadrons up here, because they seem to be in a dogfight. And even though there's 2 squadrons of them, Sith fighters are similar to the TIE fighters in Empire at War. They may have more numbers and cheaper, but they're outclassed. They're cheap to manufacture, so that's more or less why they're so bad.
Ready for command,
but in swarms, they're awesome. Like a swarm of angry bees.
Construction complete.
At your command.
And if you can also hear in the background, the game has its own custom soundtrack picked
Upgrade
by
progress.
Mr. Geronimo. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, because it's like G-E-R-O-E something. Geronimo. Pull back. Your first priority, my friend, is capturing that mining facility. Oh, 2 mining facilities. And a sensor, is it? Yeah, remote sensor pod. Awesome.
Squadron standing by.
So this little Corvette will deal with any fighters that come in to range, and it will just tear them into pieces.
Ready for battle.
What would it be? An anti-fighter installation?
Decoding transmission.
Construction complete.
And I do not seem to have enough for
Beginning construction.
Right, okay,
Roger
let's
that.
conquer this sensor node and see if it reveals the area. I'm not entirely sure if that's the if it's the correct structure for it, but let's just see. Reveals fog of war while control, exposing enemy positions on the battlefield. Right, this is the correct thing I'm thinking of.
Form up.
Upgrade
Ready for
complete.
action.
Right, now I'm getting a nice bit of income now. Faster goes
Waiting
up the better.
orders.
Gonna conquer this other mining facility, capture it. And hopefully I'll get to be able to show you guys the Harrower Star Destroyer, which is by far the sexiest ship in the Star Wars universe.
Constructing.
It's just so beautifully made. And the textures done for this,
Construction complete.
and the model itself are amazing. It has moving and rotating turrets, turbo laser batteries. It's just fucking awesome.
Station
So
ready.
much work has been put into the space battles in this, and it just makes up for it not having any ground combat or galactic conquest. Because I'm not really sure about anybody else, but
Copy.
I don't play this for
Upgrade in progress.
galactic conquest.
I copy.
I just play for the space battles and the epicness that happens in them. The huge space
Reporting.
battles that can take place. Right, now what is that? What is that? Is that a little corvette of their own? A Foray gunship? Yeah, that's an anti-fighter corvette. So have I got any fighters in range of that?
Building.
Yes,
Yes,
I do.
sir.
So I'll pull these
Heading
back
out.
and build a turbo laser battery. And do I have
Orbital
enough
command
for...
available.
I need to get myself a frigate. A Terminus Destroyer. And if you're familiar
Construction
with
complete.
the Old Republic MMO, then you will more than likely have seen these. They escort the larger ships in the Sith fleet. Right, so I've got all my mining facilities. I've got my turbo laser batteries up. And all I need now... Oh, okay, these guys are reinforcing with their turbo laser batteries as well. And
Construction
if you've
complete.
seen the cinematic where the Sith attack the space station above Korriban, that's the exact same model created for this. And it's an awesome space station model, I think. I think it's actually better than any of the originals. Or even probably one of the better ones I've seen. It's also in Old Republic. The Old Republic MMO, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It might be the Sith one. I can't be sure. But then again, it might be, because is the space station that is like your hub area in Old Republic above Dromund Kaas or Korriban?
Yes,
I
Commander.
really can't
Changing
remember.
course to intercept.
So there's a fighter squadron. I think he's just
Upgrade
doing like a little scouting run. Has he got anything bigger that I would see as a threat? Not yet.
At your command.
I'm going to bring in a Dramash support ship, which is just a frigate.
production. Unable to shake them.
And it will deal with these little corvettes if need be, if they come within range of my
Engaging the enemy.
turbo lasers, and it will tear them to shreds. Now, I'm not entirely sure why, but they don't seem to be capturing anything, and I played a few games of this before I started recording, and they actually were building stuff. In fact, they attacked me with quite a lot. They hit me with hammerhead gunships within the first 2 minutes of the game. Or not hammerhead gunships, hammerhead frigates, cruisers.
Receiving message.
But
Upgrade in
if they're going to
progress.
sit back and just slack, then I can show you all the
Cruiser
beautiful models
reporting.
that are available. Already got my cruiser.
Choose your
I
reinforcements.
can call it in anywhere because I have the little sensor node.
Flank speed.
Bring it in here. And this will have a garrison of fighters and bombers, and it has quite a lot inside its hangar base.
Gunship reporting.
So it's just going to spam out fighters and bombers like crazy. I think it's got like 6 or 7 squadrons. Maybe even more. Yeah, it has a hell of a lot more than 6 or 7. That's a lot of fighters for such a small frigate. And the models are just beautiful. Even the little info cards telling you about the carries.
Space station has been upgraded.
Carries 14 starfighter squadrons and 6 Aurora bomber squadrons, armed with 7 light turbo lasers and 8 heavy lasers. Okay, interesting. So what is that? They're moving against me with their little
Batteries
corvettes.
online.
So let's bring this over.
Ready.
And let's send these fighters against this turret.
Acquiring target.
This rocket turret, because I don't want to
TIE interceptor here.
Bombers
Upgrade
it hitting my
complete.
frigate,
Weapons ready.
especially with its missiles. And I'm just going to swarm them.
Decoding transmission.
Taking fire. I've been hit. Engines are
Vehicle
malfunctioning.
in production.
Right.
Nowhere to go.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Losing power.
Navigating to
Losing
coordinate.
control.
There we go. Tractor beam on that little Corvette, and it is screwed now.
I can't
All the turbo laser batteries and the heavy laser batteries are just opening up fire on it.
gun them down.
And it's down.
Launching attack. Ready to receive orders.
Right, let's take down the rest of these. And I
Comlink
think,
active.
yeah, you get
Setting up
those
my
bombers that
runs.
are close to the frigate to assist in destroying the
enemy
turrets that are really
Ready
close
for
to it.
action.
My big guy. And that's actually not necessarily that big. Didn't pretty see the horror. How's it indeed? So I'm assuming they're just waiting to upgrade.
Roger that.
So I'll pull back for now
Receiving
and see if they'll
orders.
build up a little bit now.
Interceptor squad reporting.
Station
Orders,
ready.
sir.
Unit
Advancing
canceled.
on target.
Oh, what did I cancel?
Command available.
Unable to shake them.
Didn't mean to
Vehicle
cancel
in
it.
production.
Upgrade in progress.
Right, now I'm going to get my Interdictor Star Destroyer. These were widely used across the Sith Wars that were led by Revan and Malak.
I've been hit. Go after them.
If you played Knights of the Old Republic, you'll recognize this ship straight away. You also get the hero unit, the Leviathan,
He won't be around much longer.
which was under the command
I'm
of
on this one.
Admiral Saul
Target
Karoff.
critical.
Is that the one you had to
Engines
board
are
and...
malfunctioning.
Oh, I can't remember the mission from Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR.
I got him.
Nothing is getting close to my base. Nothing. Oh, fuck. What's this? Ah, shit. Centurion battlecruiser? I was not expecting that whatsoever. Right,
At
pull
your
back, pull
command.
back, pull back, pull back, pull
Flight
back.
Speed. Coming about.
Get back, boys. Get back.
Ready for command, sir. Squadron standing by.
And this is going to turn my shields to pieces. Ah, crap. Let's use the tractor beam.
Awaiting your command. Ready for battle.
Right, let's bring some
Choose
assistance in.
reinforcements.
We're on the move.
Let's reinforce these guys as much as possible. It's not going to do much, but it's better than nothing
At your command.
at this point. Right, let's get a Harrower.
Unit in
The
production.
Harrower will tear this thing to shreds.
He's coming around.
Our shields are down.
He is taking a pounding.
Is down. Our engines are out.
Oh crap, they're headed from the main facility. I didn't even notice that.
Attack.
Have I got any defenses? I've got one group of fighters that just got destroyed.
Returning to your position.
Your orders. Direct fire at their laser cannons. Closing on enemy. Concentrating firepower.
Right. Boost to all turbo laser batteries, and let's just see if we can get this thing's shields down before the Harrower comes in. On the garrison, the hangar garrison from the... Oh, there's an Ebon Hawk. Or is that the Ebon Hawk? Yeah, there's the hero unit. What have they also got? The... I can't see what that hero is called. Is it here on the map? Oh, and they got a second
We've
Centurion?
lost our
What
turbo
the
lasers.
fudge? Come on, Harrower. Come on, baby.
Receiving message.
Reinforcements.
Can I get a Centurion? I can get a
Ravager.
Ravager. Oh,
Reporting in.
baby.
Production.
Or the
Choose
Ravager.
reinforcements.
Here comes the big boy.
Moving to coordinates.
Yeah! Look at that. That is just beautiful.
Star Destroyer standing by. Our target priority is
Ready
the laser
for battle. All fighters attack. Roger that.
Form up. Bombs away.
Woohoo!
Form up.
And my Interdictor still got its shields up. This thing is a beast.
Waiting
Star
orders.
Destroyer reporting in.
Right, they've got a lot heading towards my base now. My space station, so let's just bring them over. Bring some fighters over to assist with the
Copy.
defense.
Location set.
Awaiting orders.
And my Harrower, where's the big guy? Oh, he's still at the rear. He hasn't
Moving
attacked
to
yet, so
coordinates.
move my Harrower over
Order
to
confirmed.
provide anti-fighter support. Do they have
Star
any?
Destroyer reporting in.
Flak, light turbo laser,
Enemy space station has been
not that I can
upgraded.
see. Unless lights are used for anti-fighter.
I copy. Blasted
Right, let's get in here.
Awaiting your orders.
Get the interdictor back as well. Don't want any rockets hitting my...
Reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right, here we go. We have the Ravager. That should be reinforcements enough, right? So I've got my fighters and bombers holding off their
I'll take care of this.
Awaiting your command.
He's headed
fighter
your
attack and
direction.
bomber attack.
The
So I'm going to
lasers
bring
are
my
our
guys
target.
over to take out this Centurion.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Let's see which Centurion is superior.
The lasers
Sith
are
or
our
Republic?
target. Commander,
Commander.
we've got them on scopes.
Oh ho.
I can't switch position.
Reporting in.
Yes,
Commander. Roger that.
Squad, move in. My scopes are
Our
jammed.
target priority is
Where
the
are the
laser
others?
cannons. Fire for maximum effect. Form up.
Shields
Mr.
almost
Harrower,
gone.
you have such a
Our
slow
space
turning
station
speed.
is under attack. Repairing.
Decoding transmission.
Right, let's see what I can do here.
Watch for enemy ships. Go after them.
Vehicle in production.
Build a few frigates
I'm hit. Closing on target.
just to assist the big guys.
Being targeted. Squad, move in. Pursuing enemy forces. Yes, sir. Attack!
Destroyer here.
And why is my Centurion not firing back? I mean, it's a hero unit. It should theoretically be better than a normal Centurion.
Narrowing
The
position.
Ravager.
Copy.
My Harrower is now on the right
Where are the
track,
others?
but he's really, really
Shields
slow.
almost gone.
I mean, this thing is a Star Destroyer. You can just tell by the shape of it.
To shake them. Taking them out.
And the detail in this model and skin and texture are just so beautiful. As soon as they was surfing the mod database,
Squad, move in.
mod pages, I came across this mod and just saw this model and just fell in love with it instantly.
Let's finish him. Shields almost gone.
It just shows the raw power and terror that the Sith can inflict
I copy.
in a huge starship.
The lasers are our target. Heading to destination.
Enemy
Space
ships.
station under attack.
Right,
Directing weapons at their laser.
that's their Centurion almost down. What is this? They've got a Arcus siege platform. Right, and is this mine? No, that's another freaking Centurion. And what is that's a Paladin destroyer? Holy crap, these guys hit me hard. Right,
Reporting.
let's get these big boys over here. Let's get the heavies.
We're being targeted.
Repairing. Choose your reinforcements.
Every single turbo laser battery on this Harrower is just unleashing its payload on this poor, unfortunate little dead Centurion.
Squad, move in.
Right, let's go, guys. Let's take out that. Let's see which one will be the priority target. Right, let's take out this here Paladin destroyer, boys.
Iron cannons.
Yeah, let's take out the ion cannons.
Choose
They're not
your
going to take our
reinforcements.
shields down. And now I want to bring in my Terminus destroyers.
I copy. Confirmed. Right away.
Where are the others?
I don't think those guys were expecting such a strong defense from me.
Repairing.
Ready for action. Unit in production.
And just in case, I'll get another Harrower.
Reporting in. Attack.
Right, all seems to be going well. I'm happy. Just in case, I've got another Harrower
Intercept.
on its way in.
Space station under attack.
Cruiser online.
Ah, Hammerhead.
I'm on this one.
Where is it?
He won't be
Hammerhead is
around much
iconic
longer.
in the Star Wars universe. If I could just find the damn thing. Ah, here we are. The Hammerhead Cruiser. Oh, that's Jorn, the hero. I was looking for him earlier, but I couldn't find him. You start off in a Hammerhead at the start of Knights of the Old Republic. You have to sort of disembark and evacuate it because the Sith had boarded it.
I've been hit.
Looking for Bastila, I think. I'm pretty sure it's looking for Bastila. I haven't played
Repairing.
some of the best games I've ever played in such a long time.
Yes, Commander.
Right, now I'm pushing them back, but ever so slowly.
Cruiser here.
And my Terminus destroyers are just unleashing a volley of rockets and missiles
Attacking.
upon their ships. That was
Choose
part of
your
the plan.
reinforcements.
Really.
To your
Roger.
position. I'll take care of this. Target critical.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting your orders.
Weapons ready, sir.
Getting a lock.
I am crippling these guys. And if they thought one Harrower was breaking through the defenses on their offensive line, then what's two going to do?
Closing on target.
In fact, I thought I do. It's completed.
Coming around.
This battle is over. Oh, they counter my Harrower with another Centurion. Sorry, boys, but that ain't going to work this time.
Upgrade. in
Definitely
progress.
not. Especially whenever I'm upgrading my space station so I can produce a Harrower Mark II. Yes, I said that. A Harrower Mark II.
Units down.
Which, if you can believe, is bigger than the original. The Mark I Harrower.
Destroyed, sir.
Oh,
Awaiting your command.
let's just hit the C button and get a nice view of this Harrower.
Engines are malfunctioning. Taking them out.
We've lost the missile launcher.
Awesome. Just pure awesome. And there's that Paladin back.
Your command, sir. Fire. Commander. Direct fire on the engines.
Where is my
Reporting
Ravager?
in.
Get over here, you
Full speed,
Centurion
roger
bastard.
that.
Come on. Slacker.
At your command.
Squad, move in. Blasted
Okay,
scum.
I don't want to do that actually. They've
Our
got that
target priority is the laser.
siege platform firing at me on my space station, so I don't really want to move forward while I could lose the game. So I'll destroy this Arcus and then I'll move forward and push in further.
Form up.
Ah crap, my Harrower's in range of their space station's batteries, so I'm going to pull
We
back.
shall be there shortly.
Receiving message.
Space station damaged.
Have I got it? Is it ready? Is it ready? Yeah, the Harrower Mark II.
Vehicle in production.
This thing will win me the game. Definitely.
Yes, Commander. Attacking the lasers.
Let's get this here Arcus down with my bombers. The Harrower won't get in there in time. It's too slow.
Destroyer here.
It's just a big, slow, lumbering beast. Speed it up
The shield generator is
so we can get the Harrower too. It's gonna be awesome. Holy shit, they're destroying me. Can I destroy it before it destroys me?
Copy.
Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ion candy enemy disabled. Decoding transmission.
Destroy it before it destroys me!
Primary engine system is down.
Holy crap.
Our
Bombers.
space station is
Bombers,
under
come on guys, I
attack.
trust in you. May the force be with you. Destroy that motherfucker with the force. Come on. Yeah! Okay, and the Harrower 2 is
Choose your
ready.
reinforcements.
You hit my base. And I hit yours.
Heading to destination. I copy. Reporting.
Unlimited power!
Shields are down.
Fire all turbo laser batteries! Fire all batteries now! Hell yeah!
Star Destroyer standing by.
Take this
Star
motherfucker
Destroyer
down.
reporting in.
Get
Yes,
everything.
Commander.
All weapons fire at their space
Attack
station.
that target.
They don't stand a chance.
Awaiting orders.
Oh,
Watch
so
for
beautiful.
enemy ships.
It's so beautiful. The one thing I would love more than anything is a mod like this, for this dude who made this to go and make a mod for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion.
Losing power.
I just love the host space combat in Sins of a Solar Empire. The huge fleets you can get, the way the actual fighters are originally garrisoned with the ships.
Space station under
Well, that
attack.
happens in this as well, but you can build fighters as well. I don't know. It's more realistic. Well, it's not realistic because you can't really have a realistic space game whenever ships like that don't exist in the first place. But you know what I mean. Having huge turbo laser batteries stationed around your planets, defending them. And there is a Star Wars mod in development. I think it's called Ascension, but it's set around the Old Republic. I think, or not the Old Republic, the Empire, the Civil War. And we are victorious. Just beautiful. I love the horror. Right, I lost 6 Aurora bombers, 8 Supremacy Mark 6 starfighters, 2 mining facilities, 10 40 Sith starfighter squadrons. Wow. I didn't seem to lose any big ships, any line ships. They lost 4 Centurion battlecruisers and 2 Paladins, as well as an Arca siege platform. I totally annihilated them. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. This was Star Wars Empire at War, Forces of Corruption. Old Republic at War, a modification. I will put the link for this mod in the description below. And if you enjoyed this, subscribe. I will be putting up a lot more. And what with me playing Star Wars Empire at War a lot recently, I will be sort of putting more Empire at War mods up than anything else over a period of time. And then whenever I come to a different game, I'll be uploading a lot of mods related to that game. That's just, it's easier to get the videos out like that. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye guys, and bye bye.